Hi Virgo, the Awakened Dreamer here to give you your weekly tarot reading for the week of January 3rd to the 9th, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is a general weekly read for the sign of Virgo, my lovely calm Virgos. So just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't, all right? We are going to mention the song of the week in just a moment, but don't forget to stick with me till the end to get your yes or no question answered with the crystal pendulum. All right, as I hold that up horribly. There you go. All right, so the song of the week that Spirit chose for you, Virgo, was Future Looks Good by OneRepublic. Nice, that's a good song to get, reminding you your future looks good. So I'll leave that in the description box below. Let's aim on down and pull some cards. Alrighty, we're going to begin by pulling the overall focus for the week from the Divine Animals Oracle deck. I feel like you're, throughout this week, for whatever reason, picking up on the fact that you're feeling pretty good about yourself with what you've achieved or just have been working towards. Okay. I just heard complimenting people. Feeling good from making other people feel good. Good for you, Virgo. I like that. Keep that up. All right, for my lovely Virgos for this upcoming week, the 3rd to the 9th of January, 2022. Interesting. Okay, so this makes sense. We have this one first, kindness, fruit bat, flying box. All right, that makes sense. So I feel like part of you throughout the week is starting to see part of the week is you seeing the fruits of your labor, which came out in Sagittarius's reading, starting to see things work out. I mean, we have the kindness card, right? Feeling good when you're kind to others, when you brighten other people's worlds or make them smile. It makes you feel fulfilled. And then power, dear. On the other hand, there's a focus on power. You feeling powerful in a few different ways this week. We'll find out more. All right, with those out, let's pull the main part of the reading. 6 cards from the Gilded Tarot Royale deck. Alrighty. For my lovely calm Virgos to continue for this upcoming week. You will be trying to figure certain things out this week for whatever reason. That's already coming through. Maybe a little bit confused as to why. Just confused about certain things as well. Okay. Perfect. We're going to pull the last 2 right from the top of the deck. Excellent. Underlining focus on your passion. I just heard, I got this, I know I do. I have got this, I know I do. And it's you just feeling determined, confident, and just confident in your masculine side, to say the very least. Feeling like there's maybe one missing piece of your success, your puzzle, you feeling complete, but you know it's around the corner for whatever reason, even though you're a bit heartbroken underneath it all. Okay, 8 of Pentacles. And don't forget, if you're a feminine watching this reading, you do have a masculine side all the meanwhile. 8 of Pentacles to begin these 6 cards. Determined, focused at the beginning of the week. How can I do this better? Where can I go from here? You know, how can I improve this? Is this going to succeed? And it's like you asking that question and answering, excuse me as I stutter, and then immediately answering it for yourself. Absolutely. Or you could find that one thing you're working towards, you're more confident with about it succeeding, Well, something else you're still putting an immense amount of effort towards, but then questioning whether it's going to be successful or succeed in the end. Okay. I will do this regardless, but I'm just not 100% sure. This work is endless, but it's worth it, right? It's just this feeling that you are putting in so much work, and at times you're confident in it, but then other times you question whether it's worth it and just wonder whether it's going to end ever, and whether it's going to give you back what you desire, what you deserve, you know? Is it worth it at the end of the day, basically? I just heard, bear with me as that took a bit. I will continue to increase my knowledge as long as it will advance me to where I need to be. Okay? It just feels like a very knowledgeable, hardworking beginning to the week where you'll do anything you need to do to get to where you need to be. Damn. I don't see people looking in on you, and they'll be looking sort of up at you, feeling like you are just one hardworking individual. Okay? Three of Wands. So you make your way to the middle of the first half of the week. And I'm shaking my head. There's this like motivation where you're looking out towards the world, where you want to travel, what you want to achieve. Um, just sort of maybe even to an extent fantasizing the perfect world for you, whether that's the world as a whole or just your own individual world. How can I make this happen? How can I achieve what I want to in a large sense? You know? Feels like at the beginning of the week you're trying to achieve work and asking yourself how you can advance in that sense. And in the middle of the first half of the week, asking yourself as far as traveling and advancing towards more culture and different places, and maybe even your perfect setting as far as living and whatnot, residence. Wow. It just feels like you're thinking a lot this week, okay? You may be hard to catch your breath at certain points this week, and you might also find that certain energies do affect you immensely, but then you kind of calm down right after, and it's like, I have one of my magic powers is recovering. Okay, so Nine of Wands to continue to wrap up the first half of the week. There's the ending of, as you make your way to end of the first as you make your way to wrap up the first half of the week, there's this feeling that you're just so proud of yourself. You just are kind of giddy. I'm getting this feeling that you're proud and just wanting to cheers to oneself. Like, I have been through a lot, I've overcome a lot, I have achieved so damn much, even if it's not all visible to the public eye or to my friends and family just yet. I know what I've achieved. I know how much left there is to do, of course. Again, it feels quite endless at this point, but I know that I have come so damn far, and it's like all the results will be so visible down the line, even if they're not just yet. And this is where you realize your true power is giving yourself credit, right? Some of you desiring more power all the meanwhile, but realizing your true power at the end of the day is empowering yourself, right? Uh, moving yourself, keeping yourself moving, giving yourself credit, and kind of patting yourself on the back all the meanwhile, and not waiting for somebody else to do that for you, or allowing for the results to sort of make you feel that empowered. Therefore, that empowerment that the results at the end of the day give you or bring you will be sort of a cherry on top of that empowerment Sunday. I love that, Virgo. Good for you. All right. Beginning the second half of the week, we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Wow, so it's a serious beginning to the second half of the week. It's like, yep, celebrated, patted myself on the back. What do I have to figure out here? I don't get it. Okay, I'm perplexed. I don't get it. Trying to weigh things out. I feel like it's very much to do with your work. Let's clarify this one real quick. There's something secretive with the Moon card at the bottom. it's like a puzzle, or just, something, again, very unclear. Seven of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands, and the Five of Wands. You're stressing yourself out to begin the second half, okay? It feels like this never-ending battle to figure, like, you're viewing it as almost an equation. Your very analytical mind can't wrap your brain around it, right? Um, it's like you're not having all the answers just flow to you as easily, or these downloads aren't coming in, and you're like, okay, I just have to buckle down and figure it out, weigh it out with the Two of Pentacles. But how do I do that? You sort of uh, charging towards it in an emotional manner. It's like, yeah, you're using your analytical mind way too much at this point to try to figure whatever this is out for you. But all the meanwhile, you're very emotional about it, or you're getting emotional because you can't figure it out. I heard once you step away, you'll figure it out. So when you find yourself perplexed and sort of frustrated, or getting a bit emotional about not figuring something out at the beginning of the second half of the week, take a step back. Do something completely different, and you'll find yourself having a moment where you're like, got it. No, I got it. Okay. That happens to the best of us when you step away and you separate yourself from what's annoying you or you can't figure it out, confusing you. You figure it out because you're too wrapped up in it. Okay? Queen of Cups. I just heard, all right, I'm still emotional. You feel quite disappointed in yourself for not getting something right away, or disappointed in something else in your life or somebody else. Being aligned with the Three of Wands, I just took a big sigh. You're quite disappointed that you haven't got to a certain location yet, haven't traveled to certain places yet, feeling like you haven't experienced the world fully at this point in your life. And it's just you being too hard on yourself, if we're being completely honest, just making sure the microphone's on. Being too hard on yourself. I should do better. I could do better. Let yourself have a break. Give yourself some slack. I just heard if I could only be a stronger pillar. And it's just this moment where you're going to be reminded by the universe. You're a pillar of strength and, uh, yeah, a pillar of strength for others in your life and just around you. And even if you don't realize it, you're an example in your own individual way. And nobody expects you to be that pillar for everybody to sort of look to when they can't be their own pillar. It's this reminder to sort of understand that things will happen when they're meant to moving forward. These new explorations, adventures that you wish to embark upon, as well a reminder that be your own pillar in your own life, and you will be there for those who need you when they need you, in the way that they need you. Does that make sense? Don't expect to be this concrete pillar for everybody at all times. It's too much pressure for one individual. Six of Cups. Sorry, let me hold that closer. I just heard my memories are so damn intense. And I just got this, like, oh God, feeling like in my bones, You might be getting downloads from spirit in the universe. You might be getting actual dreams at this point to finish up the week. You might even find that you are just having daydreams, or items and conversations are reminding you of past situations with people and whatnot. I just heard there will be good ones as well, aligned with the Nine of Cups. As you remember the negatives, it's to remind you as well of the positives of what you've been celebrating, of how much you've been sort of patting yourself on the back. As you remember the negative individuals from your past that you once bumped into or wrapped yourself up with, remember being side by side with this kindness card, why you've been so kind these days, why you express your gratitude towards others or cheer others up in your own individual way, while you compliment people from time to time to see them smile to fulfill oneself. Allow yourself to utilize the negative memories to have a positive realization or remembering kind of moment. Wow, I love that. This is a great reading, Virgo. Let's finish this up with a Moonology card. I just heard you're transforming in so many ways as I look to the butterfly. I'm getting this super giddy, goosebumpy kind of feeling right now for Virgo. Don't let your past hold you back, all right? Do not let your past hold you back. I'll leave it at that, all right? And I hope you've thought of your yes or no question already. If not, I'll give you just a moment. For Virgo. All right, as you can see, the answer to your question is yes, all right? So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I hope you have the most amazing week, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Virgo.